Welcome to session on book writing. Book writing is very important tool to build your self authority. It will not build your authority, but also it will build your legacy. It is that important activity to write that one book in your career or life. So when you write your book, you are not just writing the story about that book, but during that writing, you will get lots of realization. So I had joined 2 book writing courses and have completed my 1 book while recording this video. So in this video, I have given that collective experience, all the material which I gathered during that experience, and that's where this course is coming up. So let's deep dive into book writing session and what challenges you face when you start writing book and how to overcome those challenges. So begin it. Starting with my book, so I have written a book, Decode Your Career, and the subtitle of that book is Unfold Your Hidden Potential to Build Extraordinary Success. So this book has almost 30k words. Initially I had written this book in just 19 days, but after that I took a break of 6 months and I went back, I revised that story, and after that I took almost 2 weeks. So while recording this video, I had given my book for editing. So still it is in editing, and so very soon I'm going to release that book. So that is all about my book. Coming to the next topic, that is the problems. So what problems you have when you start writing your book, or what limitation you put on yourself. So don't know anything about book writing. Obviously everybody, first time writer, no idea about book writing, right? Not having enough idea about book content, pretty much valid point. How should I start? What is the starting point? What should I look out? So all these questions will pop up in your mind. Don't know exact process to write book, pretty much valid question. How should I publish book? Why should I write a book? Whom do I want to write a book? So who will be your audiences while writing that book? What's my message? Will anybody read my book? This is the biggest question everybody will have before starting their book writing. I don't read or write anything. Am I be a good writer? So suppose you are not even a book reader, you will definitely have this question, will I be the writer, and that too again good writer? I don't have time to write a book. I'm too busy in my career. I don't find time to write my book. Many more reasons not to write a book. Is it relevant in today's world of content generation tools like ChatGPT to write a book? Because internet, everything is flooded with too much data outside, right? World is already filled up with so much knowledge and so much content. So is it good idea to write my own book and fill up that additional content in the world content? So these are all questions you will have, and these are the problems for the first time writers. And at the high level, you will have these questions also. I am not a good writer. My English is not so good. So if suppose you are from vernacular medium, definitely you will have this question. What topics to write on? Already thousands of books are there. Will someone read my book? Pretty much valid questions. And let's see how to overcome this problem. First step towards book writing. Purpose of your book writing. So you need to identify on which topic, on which purpose, for which audiences you are going to write a book. So let's see how you can identify your purpose. Why you want to write a book. Instead of asking previous problem questions, now you need to start asking yourself these questions. Why you want to write a book? Which problems I have solved myself? Which problems I have solved for others? Which problems I bother about? What problems I bother about world? What I want to highlight by writing book? Which story has impacted me in my life? How I want to see this world? Who is your audiences? You can write more details about your audiences like age, demographic, income zone, and all the possible details. What is the psychology of your probable readers? Do you want to connect with your audiences to understand your subject area better? So all this question, after asking all this question, probably you will get the purpose why you want to write your book. Then coming to the next point, that is research about your subject area before jumping on writing. So first do that research, identify some factual data, some research data, and then you will get better idea on your subject area. Understand your reader psychology while writing a book. Once you identified your reader's avatar, and you study their psychology, what problems they face, how they treat themselves, what area in which they work, and all the possible details. What is their age group, income zone, demographic, all those things we talked about, right? So understand that reader psychology, and accordingly you can set up a tone, you can set up an index for writing your book. Okay, so this is the first step you need to take towards writing. Moving on to the next topic, why should I write a book? Why should you write a book? Because it creates your authority. No doubt writing a book is one of the way by which you can create your self authority. It creates your identity, right? It increases your perceived value. So when you are an author, the way people perceive you is different than being a non-author. It creates your legacy. It is very important point, and I like it the most, because when you write a book, you will pass on that book as a legacy to your children, to the next generation. That is the beauty of writing a book. It documents your journey or findings. Whatever topic or niche or micro niche skills on which you are writing that book, it is kind of documentation, and your findings you are putting as part of that book. It is a source of passive income. So if you are thinking from income point of view, definitely book will help you to generate some income as well. It is a creative activity. If you really want to wake up your creative child, then book writing is the activity you can think of. It helps to discover your inner thoughts. So again, I told you in the beginning also, right? So when you write a book, you get different level of realization. You start your internal journey, internal engineering. That is one of the beauty of writing a book. It will help provide solution to people in solving their pain, challenges and issues, no doubt about it. So generally, whenever you write a book, you are writing that book to solve some problem, to give some knowledge, to identify some solution in your niche and micro niche area, or any subject or topic on which you are writing that book. So definitely that book will help someone to solve his issue, to solve his problem. That way also you are helping world to solve their problem. That is the biggest advantage of writing a book. Moving on to the next topic, that is reader's avatar. When you write a book, there are two most important things. First one is the problem area or niche or micro niche area on which you are planning to write a book. Second thing, identifying your reader's avatar. So let's see what is there as part of defining your reader's avatar. So the first question should pop up in your mind is that who will be your readers? Define criteria of your readers, right? Identify the genre of your book. Means you are going to write a fictional book, self-help book, science fiction, romance, technical, non-technical book. So identify the genre of your book. Define the demographic characteristics of your target readers, such as age, gender, location, education level, occupation, other relevant factors, where they work, where they spend their time. So identify most possible information about your readers. Dive into the psychological aspects of your ideal readers. Understand their problem solution, interests, values, belief, and lifestyle preferences. When you write a book and when you want to connect with your audiences at emotional level, so having that psychological study of your reader is very important. Determine if your book caters to a specific niche or sub audience within your genre. So identify what kind of audiences within your niche or micro niche you are trying to address. Research about your audiences via blog, collecting feedback and engaging with known audiences. Or even you can go and read the books on the same topic. That will also give you more idea what kind of people those who read and what kind of problem already being solved. Even if it is the same problem, but your experience will be different. So that way, keep on researching about your audiences via reviews, blogs, collecting feedback. While defining your reader's avatar, it is essential to have a clear picture of your primary audience, but do not limit yourself too much. Your book might attract readers beyond your initial target audience, and that's okay. So again, it's very important. What I'll suggest in this case, you need to go and talk with at least 15, 20, 25 people. The more number of people you talk as probable audience of your topic on which you want to write a book, it will give you more idea, right? So go and set up meetings with those 15, 20, 25 people. And after getting that idea, you will get more ground level relevance of your topic. It will give you more practical and up to date information. So to date, what challenges, what problems they are facing, and that way you can set the tone of your book. Having that ground level study about your readers is very important, and you need to connect at least 10, 15, 20 people from that topic. So this is all about defining readers avatar. So moving on to the next topic, design the theme of your book writing. So you need to design the theme, means it will be a fictional, non-fictional, technical, and what kind of book it will be. Once you identified that area, then you need to define the style of your book. I mean, there are various styles in which people go and write the book. First one is tips and tricks style, conversational style, so where you create those real character or fictional character, they will have the conversation, and that way you will write a book, right? Coaching style, okay, you will give gyan and more like a authoritative tone as part of the coaching style. Question and answer style, so that also you can adapt, where someone will fire a question and answer of that question will be written as part of your book. So that question answer style also you can think of, or you can mix up all this style and come up with your own style as part of writing your book, not a problem. Storytelling is one of the important thing when it comes to the audiences, because naturally as a human we love stories, and if you plan to write a book and if it is in a storytelling format, then there are chances that people will easily connect with you. Now coming to the next point is separate chapter, separate story. Now you need to decide how you want to write a book, whether you want to write that entire book as a single story, or you want to go for one chapter, one separate story, and that way also you can write a book. So define that style, that tone, how you want to write a book. Once you design the style, tone, all those things, then now identify the plot, how you are going to write a book. Create that index, create those subtopic on which you are going to write a book. So that way you can design your plot. Make readers feel that they are hero. Initially you can talk about challenges, issues, problems faced by the reader or the topic on which you are writing a book, but slowly you need to take your readers where they will start feeling that they are hero of the book. They should feel that it is their story at the same time. So that way also you can plan writing your book. Provide solution to their problems. No doubt, whenever you write something as a book, you are trying to address some problem which is being solved by you, or you solved it for someone else. So identify the solution of those problems. Technical book theme. You can also go for technical book theme, and before writing that technical book, just go and read similar book on that topic if previously written, and identify whether you are going to include some programs and what kind of technical topic discussion you are going to put as part of your book. Take that study into consideration. Or you can write a book where you will be giving that technical idea, technical solution, and also you can go for motivational section after that. So mix up these two themes and come up with your own book, not a problem, right? Even you can write a book in terms of the pictorial representation of the graph, charts, or frameworks. That is also the theme you can decide, and when you put the picture as part of your book, means picture memory is very strong when it comes to the reading. So putting those graphs and charts or framework is very good idea as part of your book. If you want to write a book on some fictional or non-fictional activity, so this is the most basic flow you can think of. So where you will be giving as a first part exposition, where you will be introducing those character and their basic situation. Then you can talk about their struggle, conflict, problems faced by them. So you need to inflict those problems and take them to the climax. After that, suddenly you need to give them some solution, right? The portion of the story where the conflict characters and they come into the falling action from that climax, right? Then after that you can provide some resolution and solution and results mainly to those conflict. So this is the theme most of the time is followed, and it is a psychological curve by which your readers are easily get connected with your topic when you want to write a book on solving any problem. So first you need to give the problems of your audiences or the topic on which you want to write a book, then inflict those problems, take them to the climax, and suddenly fall down from there, come into the action and provide some solution results as part of those problems. So this is the theme which psychologically helps to glue to your story or to your book. Coming to the next part, once you decided that I want to write a book, you did that basic study, you define your reader's avatar, you connected with few people, the topic on which you want to write a book, then the next part comes into the picture, that is building your index and the mind map. So how index and mind map are connected with each other, we will talk about that. So prepare theme of the book first, topic, subject, audiences, age group, use mind map. So I'll tell you what is mind map. So generally in our brain, right, we have a neural network, and as part of the neural network, first some neurons will come, and from there other neurons will be there, and the message will go on. So in same fashion we can develop our mind map, and it is really effective way. I'll give you actual example, and is one of the effective way not only for writing a book but solving any problem. Create rough index. Start with your own index topic. Randomly you can create your own index, or you can check the books on the same topic, and from there also you can take the idea of index. If you fail to get idea, watch videos on your subject area. This is again one of the best activity, or even you can go and subscribe to some courses on that topic on Udemy and other platform of learning. Read book articles in that area to fetch the idea about indexes and its topic. Visit Udemy, Coursera, Upgrade, Plural site to fetch the idea about your book writing topics. So join LinkedIn or Facebook area in that specific subject to get latest information. Keep watch of latest information to get writing ideas, problem, issues, pain, solution in your writing area. What I'm trying to say here, you may read some book, but that book may be associated with some other time and duration. So you can read a book about latest problem faced by the people in that area, subject area on which you are going to write a book, and that way it will be more relevant in today's date. So that you can think of. Refer sample good book or books to understand the theme or flow of book writing, to steal some of the concept. Plan and share tips and tactics as part of the book writing. Share those tips and tactics as part of your book writing. So this is all about fetching the ideas to build your index using mind map. So let's see a few more details about mind map here. Suppose you want to write a book on dream career, then you need to divide that book into, suppose, part 1, part 2, part 3, and at the beginning you want to write something related with the book. What is the inspiration, warning, dedication, gratitude, and how many words you are going to cover as part of that initial introduction of the book, and you can make those sections here, right? Then part 2, suppose you want to specify more on the framework, so something related with TEDx, here it is mentioned. But later on in part 2, suppose you want to give more details about mindset, clarity, or some goals, and you want to cover 6k words here, 2.2k words, and again within that you can divide more subtopic, and within that subtopic you can divide into more subtopic, and even you can divide more specific point which you want to cover as part of those subtopic of subtopic. And then finally you want to write something related with soft skill, and how many words you are going to cover there as part of that topic. So in this way you can take that high level picture of your book completely from your mind to the actual mind map, and it will give you very good idea to structure your book. And even suppose you started writing and in between you feel you want to shuffle this topic, it's very easy with the help of mind map. So definitely I'll highly recommend you to take your ideas, put them on the mind map, and structure your book before start writing that book. So this is the example of mind map. Let's see what tools are there in order to leverage the mind map technique. The first one is MindNode. It looks like for Mac PC. So this is the software MindNode, and if you are using Mac OS, you can check that and install mind map node. Mind map tool is used to create a graphical representation that we already saw. You can easily delete, add your theme ideas in it. It's very easy to shuffle, delete, add, insert those topics and structure your book in a well way. Mind map helps to put topics from generalization to specific point which we want to include in the book writing content. We saw a few minutes back, right, as part 1 what topics you are planning to cover, and you went on to become more specific about that topic. So that is the beauty of mind map. X mind map, you can get it from this particular site, So if you really want to leverage mind map technique and you want to know that tool, so you can use that X mind map app. If you are having problem in running the X mind desktop app on your laptop, you can try the online version of Xmind from here. So this is the location where you can directly go and create your mind map online. For mind map, you can try this too. So there is another tool which is Mind Minister, and you can try that also. So you will get the first 3 mind map free there. Please check out the subscription cost of these tools also. And starting with Mind Minister, where you can get those 3 map free, so you can start leveraging it. For your information, Xmind is no longer free. It is commercial software, so we need subscription plan for personal and business use. However, we can use it for our book outline with trial version. So I think with trial version, whatever features we get, those are sufficient to create your mind map. So right now I am using mind map and I haven't subscribed for it. But if you want to really leverage the full capacity of X mind map, so you can take that subscription. Cogler is another tool which is bit economical. So if you want to go another X mind map tool, that is Cogler, which you can check and you can go for it. It is little bit economical. So these are the tools available in order to create your mind map. Coming to the book writing tips. So the first tip is book writing time. When you plan to write your book, it is very important to fix the timing of your book. So identify and assign dedicated creative time for your book writing. So you need to check when your mind is more creative. It is generally morning time from 5 a.m. till 10 a.m. where your brain will be more active. But again, it is not a rule of thumb. Check it out, your creative time where you get most profound and deep thoughts. So you can fix that timing for your book writing. Get help of buddy. This is again interesting thing. So you can get someone as your accountability partner. It can be your friend or brother, sister, whom you trust more, right? Share and fetch your book writing ideas with trusted friend and relative, and keep them as an accountable partner to track your progress in your book writing. So take the help of that buddy. It is again very effective technique if you have that procrastination and reluctance to write a book. Don't write on a paper. If you are comfortable on paper, do it. But again, you need to convert it into soft copy. Write on Word or Google document. Always I'll suggest you to write it on a Google document, because Google document is online and you don't need to keep the backup of those copies also in case something goes wrong with your laptop. So that copy will be available all the time online. Again, it is not a rule of thumb. If you are comfortable on paper, go ahead and write it on the paper, but at the end you have to convert it into the soft copy. And nowadays there are some AI tools, so you can leverage those AI tools also. Once you write it on a paper, you need to scan them, take the print out, again you need to check it out. So you have to go through that hard exercise of converting your on paper data to a soft copy. Write your content first and do research. So at the beginning I told you, right, do some high level research. But as and when you start writing, whatever thoughts comes in your mind, just go type those thoughts, convert that into the actual text. Less bother about it, whether it is valid, non-valid and impacting to the customer or not, or readers. Just write it. That documenting the content is very important, and later on in second or third iteration you can do more research and you can keep on fine-tuning that data. It will be more authenticate book. So when you write your content as it is, as per your thought, it will be more authenticate book, right? You are not stealing someone's idea in that case. Research your topic by subscribing training on Udemy and other training platform. Already we talk about it. Carry voice recorder. This is again very important suggestion. You need to carry voice recorder, speech to text conversion app, notepad or pen to write your thoughts immediately. When you start writing book, believe me, at every place, wherever you go, you start getting some creative ideas. And you need to note down those ideas somewhere, or you need to at least record those in terms of audio. So keep your mobile or speech to text or recorder from your mobile handy, and whenever you get that thought, record that thought or write it somewhere down so that you will not miss out those points. Decide the theme of the week to write a particular topic so that you will be creative, focus on that particular area. So again, this is just strategy I'm giving you to write a book, where you can decide a theme for entire week to write on specific topic, and that way you will be more engaged on that specific topic and you will be more creative in writing that book. Be part of book writing community so that you will be motivated throughout the journey. This is again very important suggestion. When you are associated with those like-minded people where you want to progress, your journey will be smooth and you will be motivated in that journey. So join such community so that you will be motivated by seeing the progress of other people. Moving on to the next topic, secure your document. When you start writing a book, you need to start writing that book in some soft copy. It can be your local copy or online copy. So what I'll recommend you to use that Google document instead of local Word document, or take backup of local copy every day, because we don't know what will go wrong with your laptop and you may end up losing your hard work. So take that precaution of taking the backup if you are writing that book on a local copy. Prepare versions of the document for easy tracking. So you can see this below portion where I maintain the version. So initially when I started writing, I created that draft document. Then as and when I found I am writing sufficient amount of data, I kept on increasing the versions. So prepare versions of the document for easy tracking. If possible, you can use Git. So if you are a technical person and if you know how to use Git, and if you are maintaining that book copy on a local drive, so you can keep that backup on Git. You can even maintain manual versions by following naming convention as shown below. So already we talked about it, right? It is good to follow such kind of versioning while writing your book. So this is all about the initial phobia of writing a book, how you can identify your purpose, reader avatar, how you can define a theme and style of your book, and what challenges you can go through while writing a book. This is just comprehensive idea I'm giving you as part of this video. Please take this, identify the name of your book and the subtitle for that book and declare it to the world. So when you declare it to the world, it automatically creates pressure on you to write that book. It doesn't matter right now whatever name you have given. Later on you can change the name of the book. That's not a problem. Nobody will remember. But just start that journey by putting the possible name of the book and the subtitle you can think of in the comment section. I have attached the book planning template. Please refer it. Mention all necessary information in it and start journey of writing your book.